When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Commodores' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not good.
That's a line ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Right back to the well. There he goes! In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruit.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Brown. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Dogs with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Taylor. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red. Opportunity.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Rourke. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Fitzgerald. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. The Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the catch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get... the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's brought down at the 21-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the direct snap, it's Newberry. He'll pitch it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Rourke. Still looking on the move. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Off the play fake. Got his man. Made Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by just one over Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lots of running room. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a third and long.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Direct snap. It's Newberry. Oh, out of space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On the snap, it's Rourke. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Quarterback adapting. It's complete on the right side.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a... gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Back to pass. Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on... Down, that brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires it incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Caught close to the marker, it's White. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Manning. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Georgia.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't...
Wide open spaces. Still on his feet. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And the quick shuffle pass.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McKenzie. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they... make the connection.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Newberry. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but Exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It leads to second down.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Skips away from pressure. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it slips just inside that right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 17 over the Rebels. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Manning. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression, and that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
Unleashes one. Another incompletion on... down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes a grab over the middle. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards?
Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right.
He's loose. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents are.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The screen, he can go. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Snagged in the middle. It's Thurman. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. He'll take a shot. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Not a lot of... Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators. taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida's offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wilson will throw. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He'll pull it on the read. off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Roy. Now the toss. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Roy. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Finding open areas. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On the run, still looking. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wilson to pass. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. The Gators line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Newberry. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Got a little space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it.
Turning it on. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offensive.
The extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Now they'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gators! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Makes the grab. It's Newberry. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Red pass, it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Commodores have enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Commodores are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Toss sweep to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, running back on the move.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Wilson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board. For the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's McKenzie.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop. Just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Might be changing the route. On third down, going up top. He's got it inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Commodores send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wilson to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll try the left side. Ran through the contact.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most if something's not open.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Gators are marching down the field. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for the big play, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Defense looks like they're coming. Handoff to the lone back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a...
There he goes! Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game.
Hits a seam wide open. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the 4th quarter because they haven't gotten him involved yet.
Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
1st down, Commodores.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He makes a grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue.
Touchdown doors! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Give to Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's,